moving on to my second game of the Games Workshop Premier Tournament. I was facing Tomb Kings, led by Kevin. He was a long-time Games Workshop regular, and it's battle lined. So, one of my favorite scenarios because it's normal. He deployed first. His Hyro Titan's off to the far right. He's got some archers, some horse archers. He's got a Lich Priest in both of those. He's got a Bone Giant, or whatever you call it. I think it has a different name now. I know it is Bone Giant. He's got some Tomb Guard and some chariots led by Tomb Prince, or whatever it is. I got some knights to the right. Hey, what do you know? It's pretty common for me. I bet there's knights on the left, too. I got some steam tank action going on there. I block with all my characters, and its detachment. I got a Hellblaster and an Engineer, and another Hellblaster. Cannons on the hill with another Engineer. My Demigryphs are facing down his chariots, and yep, another group of knights to the left. Big surprise. Alright, so on my turn 1, I generate 4 steam points or something like that. Move the steam tank up a bit, faces Hyro Titan. To clarify, he actually won the roll-off to go first, but he, some reason, gave me the first turn. I don't know why. I'm heading for the building with my big block, and I think I repositioned a Hellblaster too a little bit. Demigryphs move up to the foot of the hill. I am staying in his charge range for his chariots, but not far enough away that he'll have to make a risk to actually get in there. In the shooting phase, I think, or possibly magic phase, I take off 4 skeletons and do 3 wounds to the Hyro Titan. His turn 2, he flies the Hyro Titan behind his archers to get the tower in between him and line of sight of the cannon. He moves up the Bone Giant a bit, shifts his army around. His shooting's ineffectual. He shoots at the steam tank, so I'm not even going to cover it. It caused no wounds. And his chariot archers and Tomb Guard are going to face off against the Demigryphs. His magic also was very ineffectual and didn't do much. He might have got off the double shots on the skeletal archers, but as I said, he shot the steam tank for some reason, and I made all my saves. In my next turn, I move up my knights to kind of bait out either one of those 2 units. I probably flee regardless of who charged me, and then my Demigryphs will be able to smack the person who, or the skeleton I should say, who charged out into the open. Let's see if he falls for it. And over here, my archers kind of do the same thing, just want to get in the way of his Bone Giant and perhaps attempt to charge from the Hierophant, or just soak up fire. I really don't care about them. They're 35 points. The steam tank misfires in the shooting phase, and I think in the magic phase it looks like I got an Ice Shard Blizzard off on the skeletons, but I didn't really consider that from the way we played it anyway. The hitting on 5+ for the archers is never modified, even by Ice Shard Blizzard. I'm not sure if that's right. If someone wants to tell me, that's cool. On to Tomb King's turn 2. So he charges the archers with both the Hyro Titan and the Bone Giant. I flee, and he tries to redirect into the steam tank with both of them, and I think they both fail. He shifts up the Tomb Guard, it looks like, and moves his archers in a position where I'm going to charge them with my knights that were out in the open. I'm liking that. I'm going to get them in the flank. They're going to crumble for sure. He's going to have 1 attack back on me. I'm going to Kama res him out and kill one of his mages in the process. I like that. And he got a spell on these guys, maybe shooting twice again, or maybe he resurrected one of them. I can't remember. It didn't really matter. And he got -1 strength and -1 toughness onto my steam tank from his Death Wizard, level 2. And he shot the steam tank again, and I didn't do anything, I think. Holy cow, did I get distracted in this turn, apparently. I took 2 pictures in my entire turn. That's pretty lame. Anyways, I got the charge off on these skeletal horse archers, which is sweet. Like, you can't ask for more. That's a free mage. That's awesome. And I'm going to overrun into the Bone Giant, which I don't care. These knights made back their points. Apparently in this turn, I took off the Hierophant with cannon shots. I don't have a picture of it. And for some reason, I thought it was really important to take a picture of these knights over here that aren't doing anything. My this is a combination picture here of my knights overrunning into the giant and him charging his tomb guard into the flank of my knights. Whatever, they did their job. Maybe I can get a couple wounds on the bone giant while I'm at it. Ice Shard Blizzards on the bone giant too from the previous turn. Looks like he gets off spell here, giving him the 2 attacks each, like he's gonna need it. They're just gonna wipe me. He shoots at my archers and kills 1. It was a pretty pitiful roll. He hit a bunch, but only wounded once out of like 5 times, I think. And here he only killed 1 guy, and I did a wound to the bone giant. Actually, he rolled quite pitifully, especially with Ice Shard Blizzard being on his bone giant. And they fled anyway. There was so much static combat res with ranks and flank charge and all that kind of stuff. And the Swift Stride unit got run down by the bone giant. He elected to pursue with a tomb guard, but they just hit the impassable building in the middle and stopped conveniently, and the bone giant got closer to my Hellblasters conveniently. I am really in love with this unit of knights this game, apparently, because I make damn sure I take a picture of them, even though they're doing jack shit. I generate some steam points. I'm gonna try shooting the bone giant, I think. I just turned to face it with 1d6 in movement. And my archers rally. And my dudes are sitting in the building like a boss. I can't believe I said that. I hate it when people say that. Demigryphs, again, are just playing chicken, what they're good at. After all, they're chickens. I think I get an Ice Shard Blizzard off on the Tomb Guard in case they decide to go into the building and attack me. And in the shooting phase, I take off the Bone Giant, I believe. I don't know why it's not showing that yet. There it is. Bone Giant's gone, and the archers are gone in the back. One of my Hellblasters managed to just snag the unit, killed the other mage. That was his Hierophant, too, so he'll be taking leadership checks to see if he breaks. And spoiler alert, it doesn't matter, because they're such fucking high leadership anyway. Alright, now that my opponent has a total of 2 units left to move around with, yeah, we're still here. I really don't know what he can do at this point. That's why we're just staring at each other across this little ravine. He uses his banner that has a bound spell to get back some wounds on his Graveguard. I think I shot them with like a Hellblaster or something like that. Right into Empire turn 5. I am really good at getting off Ice Shard Blizzard on these Tomb Guard. And I think I'm moving my steam tank up for a nice flank shot at the chariots on the hill. This is a really bad picture, and it's already showing something I talked about. So whatever. In the shooting phase, I managed to kill 3 of the 6 chariots. And we pass it back on to Tomb Kings, turn 5. Yeah, he faces my steam tank, I guess, with the chariots, and shuffles around a bit more, and nothing else happens. So, final turn, turn 6. And my steam tank faces to shoot at the chariots. Archers just do nothing. Those stupid knights do nothing. And in the building, nothing happens. So in the shooting phase, I guess nothing happened in Magic either. In the shooting phase, I killed the last remaining chariots in the unit, and it's just the prince on the chariot left. And this is showing my archers that actually hit with all of their attacks and killed a couple. But their banner is gonna undo all the archers' hard work. Too bad. So, in an effort of spite, he charges his prince into my steam tank, and with points I had left over, I think I killed his chariot with grinding. So it's an Empire victory, but there's more! I decided to play another turn. I'm really horrible at keeping track of the turns, and I really need to remind myself how to do it a little better, because often I play too few turns, or I played too many like this. This is turn 7 in a battle line. I don't think battle line goes to turn 7. But anyway, I charged in the Demigryphs for fun, because it wasn't going to matter. And I charged in my archers to just try and get some combat res on the flank, but I don't think it mattered. In fact, probably just gave him combat res as he attacked the archers. Uh, the Demigryph Knights did really bad, by the way. I think I missed like 80% of their attacks, so good thing I didn't do this earlier where it could have mattered. But yeah, guys, that's game. On to game 3.